Alright, before I start this video, let's just be clear. I'm not a Trump supporter, so if you don't like that, then you can probably end this video because you're not going to like it. So with that being said, let's just jump right into it. I don't like Trump, and I feel like someone has to have the balls to come out and admit the facts and why you people are fooled by them. They're not facts, or so let me explain this. It's just hard to even wrap my brain around the fact that what you do benefits Trump and not you, but you believe it. I don't get that. So let's just say this. Like, for example, how many of you, besides you just physically saying it for your political group or your what you want to believe is true, how many of you believe that people like me who are Democrats, because I'm a Democrat, I'm a hardcore Democrat, I don't support Trump at all. People like me, just because I don't support Trump, I think I eat babies now. That's just a thing. I think I eat babies. Wrong. I don't eat babies. I don't really understand who came up with that one night. It's like someone must have been drunk as hell and just said, "I think we should come up with the new saying for Trump supporters that we eat babies." I mean, yeah, okay, I definitely just overnight or in some amount of time, I just randomly said to myself, I think I'm gonna start a baby-based diet. No, we're not that. We're actually civilized people here, and I'm not even targeting the Republicans or Trump supporters in general. You could be civilized. I know some Trump supporters, so I didn't think they would like Trump because I was just such good friends with them, and I still am. We just happen to have political beliefs. But for those of you out there who, and you know who I'm talking to, who are just stuck up and just don't really want to hear what you want, you just don't want to hear what's right because you know it's not what you've been saying for, I don't know, years since Trump was elected. I mean, honestly, think about it. Like, he really is just, he wants you to believe him because once you believe him, that's another vote in the box. And that's just another way for him to win. It's how he wins. It's how you win an election. And honestly, just think about the logistics of that. I mean, what has he done for you again? I'm sorry. What has he done for you? I mean, yeah, he might have lowered taxes or whatever. I mean, that's really benefiting us. But how about we think about it this way? Yes, it's good that we don't have to pay as much money. We don't have to give the government as much money. That's actually kind of, it's good and bad because we don't have to pay as much, but we now have a government with less money. It's just wonderful. I mean, I'm sure they're doing fine anyways with some sort of whatever. I don't want to get into any fraud business, but you know what I mean. I'm sure you have some theories for that too. When I'm also another thing I want to put out there is I'm sure a lot of you carry or a lot of you are just in the military or may have actually served. And I'm sure a large group out there are very much into that stuff or do that stuff. Well, how about this? I am a hardcore Democrat. I am hardcore anti Trump. So, for those of you who think that, I don't know, I don't even know what you think. This is just so hard to come up with. And let's just put something right out there because I'm not like, what I'm going to say is not putting down the people who are actively on the line of duty. I'm not putting anyone down like that. I'm also, let me just get to the point. I'm not putting anyone down. I'm not judging anyone. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is the case. I could be wrong. I guess just tell me or something. Basically, I like stuff like that. In fact, I was thinking about joining the Submariner, the U.S. Submarine Navy. Long story short, because I have some heart issues, and I figured if I can't join the Army, maybe I can join the Submarine Force. Well, I can't, because it's still a branch of the military. So, that's really that. But, I mean, I have proof right around me because I feel like I have to explain to you guys that just because I'm a Democrat doesn't mean I can't have common interests. So, started off on the floor here, just so you know, the floor is bottom. There's not flat. Um, I've gathered a couple of books just to kind of demonstrate what I like and just the fact that I have these books should tell you a little bit about me. For example, I like warships. Warships. You see that big flashy gun? There's a gun. It fires a bullet. That's a gun. Military stuff. Or wait, how about this bad boy? I like fighter planes. U.S. military fighter aircraft. Because you're probably thinking, who would like that? Or maybe that's just the only interest I have and I just happen to have it lying around to prove my point. Well, I came prepared for that too. Because how about a book that covers it all? Basically just everything that you... Any military weapon or just gun or weapon in general is in this book. I mean, you got stuff like... You probably wouldn't think I'd know anything about the M1 Garand. Did you know it was made by the guy named Garand? Yeah, it was a thing. And how about the F-35? I'm guessing that's the B variant, or one of the variants that hovers. That belongs to Navy. And if I'm wrong, you can tell me. B-25 Mitchell. That plane right there, in case you think I'm hiding it. B-25 Mitchell. M1 Garand. And also, F-35, maybe a B Navy variant. That's what I'm guessing. Just so you know I'm not hiding anything. HMS Dreadnought. That's just a couple examples. But I'm not done yet, because I'm not about to tell you something and then just leave it blank for people to come up with something to make it false. I don't know. I'm just here to state the facts, and again, if you don't like facts, and you can leave, because basically, that's all I'm doing here is telling you the facts. Because also, I'm sure a lot of you carry, and a lot of post-war veterans or just people who carry in general carry, and they support Trump. Because even the guy across the street who carries, I never really thought that person would be I never thought he'd like Trump. He's a very nice man. He is a very nice man. He just happens to carry, and he likes Trump. So I heard, and I guess it's finally proved that he likes Trump. I mean, someone went around our neighborhood and asked who supported him, and he was one, along with both of our next door neighbors. That's just beautiful, right? We're surrounded by them, not them. I'm not grouping you out, right? I'm not a baby eater. So, also, obviously, I'm too young to carry. I don't have a gun. I don't have a gun. I don't think it's right to say though that I can't have anything dangerous because I'm the age that I am. I mean, I'm not. Do I look like an adult to you? I don't think I am, because I have stuff. I have stuff that's just because I'm into that stuff and I do stuff that's normal. I'm a human being. I'm a person too. I'm an American. So, in case you didn't know, I also have a pocket knife. It's a CRKT knife, Columbia River knife and tool right there. See that nice little logo? That's what I'm talking about. It's got that nice little blade that's got the serrated stuff. I know you hunters probably like that stuff. And long story short, I like this stuff. I like just whittling with this stuff. I like doing creative things, including whittling and knife working. I also like learning about military history, including modern military technology in general. My parents even think it's a little weird that I like it as much, just a passion that I have, which kind of just sums up more of that. Just because I'm a Democrat and just because I believe what I believe doesn't mean I can't have common interests. It's not a thing that just automatically says, oh, I think I like Trump. No. So, what am I trying to say here? All I'm trying to do by this video is just kind of state the facts out there, and I'm sure other people are doing this. I'm pretty sure other people aren't. I can't imagine this country being that dumb. But really, I'm just stating the facts. I mean, I have a knife. I like guns. I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm a Democrat. True blue. Just to say, I'm part of what you call the radical left. So I guess I'm part of that because that's what you think. And just to also be clear, this whole thing with Antifa, I don't even know what that is. And I hear a lot of Trump supporters spreading rumors that we like this gang called Antifa. I don't support stuff like that. Like, I'm pretty sure it's some racist group or something. Like, I don't even know about it because I literally don't support it that much. I don't even know what it is. And I don't really think I want to know. So, we don't support Antifa just because we're Democrats and we don't believe what you believe. That's probably death sentence for a lot of Democrats out there because they'd get hated on, but I don't even care. I'm just kind of trying to cherry pick you out of my channel or views or whatever. I don't know. I know I don't even have a lot of subscribers or views in general, but someone has to say this, and if you're one of the lucky people who knows what I'm saying, maybe you'll forward this or something. So, yeah, I mean, I don't really know how much straightforward I can be. I'm trying to let out all the facts I can in one video. Really, other than that, just if you're voting, like if you haven't voted yet, I can't vote. I'm not old enough. I'm not stupid. But if you're old enough to vote, and whether you support Trump or not, even if you don't support him but you're thinking about it again, just look at the group that Trump is gathering. Also, kind of look at what you think he believes versus what you believe. Like, first of all, he believes he's saying that he's gonna lower the taxes so that you benefit. I don't know how you even benefit from that. Like, it's just less money that the government has to help you. And also, in general, like, he just says he cares about you. I mean, oh yes, is this really the best? Is he really the best president this country's ever had? Because I'll tell you right now, based off of everything that's happened and the fake news that I think I've been watching, even though I'm pretty sure it's not fake because it's news and not whatever Fox is. We didn't do a lot of this stuff as a country before he was in office. Like, I'm sure this name that's gonna come up, you're not gonna like it. I'm sure if you stuck around this long, you might like him. I don't know. I mean, Obama though. When he was around, there was strife. I'm sure there was strife around that. I was very young then, but that was just because there's always racists in the world, and they probably don't like the fact that the group that they're targeting was now the president, and I don't know. It's just weird. And now Trump also says that he supports the Black Lives Matter movement. He's not a racist. But then he goes right into his office and also just publicly says, I'm getting rid of Obamacare. It's the worst thing this country's ever had. Okay, that doesn't sound suspicious to you. That doesn't sound like he's kind of targeting Obamacare because Obama was colored. Or, I don't know. I don't know how to properly say it because this country has just having so many different names for it. I've kind of lost track of reality. It's just understand that. I'm honestly saying that if you really think he's not a racist, even if you didn't like Obamacare, why is this president so eager to get rid of Obamacare? Just really anything Obama's done, he's just thrown out the window. And it's weird because it's like, he hates Hillary too. That's probably his number 2 spot on the hate chart. I'm sure he's literally got a chart somewhere where he hates people. And I'm sure Obama's number 1 on there. Why do you think that is? Because he's black. I mean, really, there's no other way to say it. Because, really, think about it. Like, he says it all the time that he doesn't like Obama. And that people don't really like him either. He was bad. I don't even know because I don't really listen to him. He just aggravates me and I have some behavioral issues, so I don't really get into that stuff. But I do know that he doesn't like Obama, and dang, does he say some off stuff. Like, I mean, just, I don't even know where to begin. Obama, let's just say, I don't even know where to start. Obama, I don't know, he's just weird like that. He doesn't support Black Lives Matter movement. That's just kind of what you do when you're racist. You hide the fact that you don't want to admit that what you're doing is wrong because you know it's wrong. And also, I really had something good about Obama, and I'm not cheesing out Like, I honestly forgot. 1 sec. I'm gonna actually try and think about this. Yeah, that's really. I swear to God, if I can remember, I'm sure I'll do a whole separate post about that. But it doesn't quite make sense that he. Let's just move off the Black Lives Matter movement in Obama, because I just can't remember what I was gonna say. And trust me, if I remembered, I would say it like. Just so you know, I like Obama. I'm a huge. Oh, I remember now. I remember. So if you're still here, good for you. You've just agonized through all of that. Um, I saw a video a couple days ago, and it wasn't fake news. This was actual real news from non-fake sources, or whatever you call fake. It was when back in 2008, I forgot exactly when it was posted. It was when Obama was first announced as the 44th president of the United States. And the thing is, not only let's just forget about the whole crowd thing, because I already can tell you right now, he's not. Obama definitely had a bigger crowd when he was elected, but I think that's something you guys can talk about on your own time, because it's what you do, right? You just categorize us between what you want to believe. But what I'm going to focus on is the beliefs and emotionality that went into that versus the beliefs and emotionality that went into when Trump was elected. So when Obama was elected, I saw, well, I'm pretty sure I even remember, and my mom even remembers, that when he was elected, my parents were literally crying with joy. And also, a lot of people on the videos that I've seen, like I'm literally looking at old videos from when he was president just to kind of ease my mind. And people were literally also crying there because, I mean, it was a good thing. The first African American president. That's pretty insane. In a good way. Like, really, we have the president of the United States of America, the first black one. That's pretty powerful on its own. And people marched around the world with, or at least in our country, I'm pretty sure I even saw their news feeds on there from other countries that were cheering for Obama. And what happened when Trump was elected? Let's just think back. I think I remember now, because I also watch videos on that. I'm not someone who just watches videos that I believe in, or want to believe. I watch basically a little of everything just to get a clear mind. I don't just watch Fox or whatever. I watch a little of everything because that's what I do. I don't eat babies. I don't watch fake news. I don't know where that came from. Another drunken saying that they came up with in the middle of the night. I don't know. But I don't watch just what I want to believe. Because when Trump was elected, I'm pretty sure I remember seeing on these videos, and if you have some good evidence to support that I'm wrong, then please post a link in the comments or whatever, saying, like, a video of the opposite of what I'm saying. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Just amazing. What if I were to say that when Trump was elected, because this did happen, by the way, just so we all know, that, there was, like, big protests that he was in president. I mean, just imagine the fact that we have a president who's really his job for years was a TV show host. He ran The Apprentice, that was him. And when you go from a show that you've made most of your money off of to the president of the United States, I don't see how that mixes well together. It doesn't even make logistical sense. I mean, he's probably just walking around there with a selfie stick. I don't even know. I mean, he's just so unpredictable. It's just how he is. So, I mean, this isn't reality TV. I mean, a lot of close situations I'm sure have happened behind the scenes. Forget what even was on the news. I'm sure a lot of that happened while he's been in office, because he just jumps to conclusion. Also, according to him, the country, our country, which is the most powerful. I'm not denying that. We have a very big military. And now he's like announcing it on everywhere he goes that we have the biggest military. And it's another part of his big reality TV show host life. That's pretty messed up. Like, we have all this power. Now let's turn that into a game show. That's pretty weird. And I've even seen clips of The Apprentice. That's pretty weird on its own. Like, our president was that. Or is that? Our president is that. Does that sound right to you? Does that sound like a person who cares about you? Or does it sound like a person who just cares about what he cares about? I mean, really, I'm sure, literally, he just wants you to believe what he wants you to believe. I mean, even Obama, not every president, I'm pretty sure none of the presidents have kept every promise that they've made to Americans. Like, I'm sure Obama has gotten out of a lot of, I'm sure he's broken some good promises that he had made during his election, but that's just how politics is. You gotta lie a little to give a little, is I guess what I'll say. Because really, that kind of sums it up. Like, you can't state all the facts that are true some of the time, because those things can hurt to the people you're trying to get to vote for you, and they probably won't vote if you say that. So it's honestly weird that you'd think that all these things Trump is saying is gonna work. And that's kind of weird. He doesn't care about you, just so you know. He's a TV show host. He probably still thinks he is. And that's really about it. He puts anyone down and shoves it in his face. Not to mention all the supporters out there that shove it in our faces too. And it's just weird how you think he cares about that. He cares about that, right? I'm sure he does. I'm sure he would give the world for you, right? He would definitely give the world for you. No, he probably wouldn't. You can tell me if he did or not. Maybe an example if it wasn't directly to you. Tell me how it was to someone you know, or at least a story you've heard. Because I'd love to hear those. But I'm pretty sure there won't be any. But if there is, again, please tell me. I'd love to hear it. I'd love to hear what you have to say. So what's the conclusion? Oh wait, one more thing before I even conclude this video. I'm glad I didn't forget this. The whole coronavirus epidemic. What does that mean with a president like this during an election? Also, in a time where the virus is still going up in a country that is run by Trump, and while other countries are almost basically past the virus altogether. Let's just say one thing off the bat. If there's one thing we can, every single person, American, non-American, Republican, Democrat, any single human being can understand that this virus is a very hard time. I mean, it really just kind of twists your thinking. It's twisted mine a lot. I've had some pretty crazy moments in my life. And it just kind of makes you do stuff that you wouldn't normally do. I know that because I've done it. Honestly, I just want you to go out there. I want you to, if you're voting or if you voted, or if you just believe what you believe, because I'm not going to sway any of your opinions. What your opinions are your opinions. I can't change that. But think about this. The virus is fake, right? People are dying every day. The numbers are going up. Probably not on your station, but they're definitely going up on the reality show. And it's weird that you think he supports the whole getting rid of the virus. I mean, oh, don't forget, he almost has a vaccine. I thought it was supposed to come out now, or somewhere around now. I haven't even heard of anything that relates to him even trying to come up with a vaccine, except maybe the bleach in your arm. That definitely worked. That guarantees you getting in the hospital. So if you actually were one of those people who injected bleach in your arm, that's brilliant. I'm sure you had a wonderful experience curing COVID with bleach. That must be beautiful. So understand that that's just an example of how he really doesn't care. Like, he probably gets tested every day for the virus, and he puts up all these precautionary measures, but for the public, he doesn't really care about us. Like, you even know everyone probably has seen this. When he walked out of the hospital, you saw him rip that mask clean off his face when he walked out of the hospital after he was diagnosed with the coronavirus. Even then, any person would think that, even besides me, any person would think maybe that would sway his thinking, because it's just a traumatic experience for anyone to be on a ventilator or just be have the virus in general. But no, that's not a thing that happened. What he wanted to do, and what he did, is he walked out of the office or the helicopter, excuse me, and the first thing he did, rips off the mask. He's all better now, right? This country is doing so good. It's stellar. It's stellar. And there's not really anything wrong with it, right? It's the best president we ever had. Yet all this anger and all this strife compared to any other president. And that's somehow true. That's somehow true that Trump is the best president. I'm definitely not saying in the background, oh, I think Trump is creating a lot of political strife on purpose. That's definitely not what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Just to let you know, I was being sarcastic there, because really all he wants is that strife. It just gets us going. It gets whatever you call Democrats versus Republicans. It shouldn't even be versus, but it's what it is. I mean, that's what he wants, because the more that happens, I'm sure the more Trump supporters are going to get fired up and vote for him, and that'll be weird. I don't know. It's just odd the way he thinks and the way most of our country thinks. I mean, really, you don't think that Russia's playing us like a puppet because they know we're so dumb? They know that our president's given in to a lot of things. I mean, I don't know anything for sure because I'm not Russian and I don't work for anything like that, but like, you don't think that the Russians would hack the election for nothing? You think the Russians would hack the election for nothing, right? Right? That's totally true. True. I mean, the Russians are known for kind of wanting what they want. Like, they execute people like that just say something wrong about them in the press. Oh, but wait. That was because they wanted to get what they wanted. They wanted to hear what they wanted. And now they're going to do this huge illegal activity, which was hacking the election. You know I'm right, but you probably won't admit it. So they're going to hack the election and then get nothing out of it. That doesn't make any sense. Just tell me how that makes sense. So I think here's where the conclusion comes as to where I stand and what this whole video was for in the first place, because I would rather not have to be in this position and do this at all, but it's kind of me having to go out there and explain to simpleton America the facts. So the conclusion is, I just laid out the facts there. The facts that you all and all the Republicans, all the Democrats, and all the independents, we all know it. Like, he's not a good man. He doesn't care about us. And if you think that, then you're really brainwashed. He definitely doesn't. He definitely hasn't been the best president or even really done anything to benefit us other than him. So understand, the conclusion of this video is definitely not just me doing something just to say, oh, I'm a Democrat. I'm not shoving this in your face. I said all the facts that I can think of. And if they're not true, please tell me. I would love to hear that. And also what I'm trying to do with this video is because I don't support Trump at all. In fact, I'm really against him. And that's kind of sad that I'm in that much strife because of my age. And I'm already kind of this involved in politics. It shouldn't be me, but whatever. It's kind of the world we're in, so whatever. So I just wanted to kind of cherry pick if any viewers are watching this or if anyone's watching this, I want you to know where some realistically thinking people stand. Not everyone believes what you think. And just because you say it's right does not mean it's right. I hope this gets through to someone. Like, even if it's one person, that's one less person who really is looking dumb and making our country look dumb. I mean, other countries are literally probably laughing at us right now. I mean, really, he's being played like a puppet and he's playing you like a puppet. So, again, I'm not like shoving this in your face. So if you really want to believe what you want to believe, then go vote for Trump, because I'm not like most Trumpsters where I try to make things happen because I want them to happen. I'm laying out the facts. You can do what you want because you support what you want. So with that being said, I hope that this election is not hacked again. I also hope that there's some common sense here, and I'm kind of keeping my fingers crossed still, because I have been, that Trump is going to be beat by Biden. I mean, really, there's always something wrong about every president we've ever had. But it's just kind of what presidents do. But Trump kind of surpasses that by a million. So please remember this. I mean, I just can't believe that I had to make a 30-minute video for something that should just stick right out to you, but it doesn't. So understand that what you're doing may benefit him, but it definitely doesn't benefit you, and it's not supposed to benefit you. It's just to make him look better and probably make him more money and get him out of what he's gotten into. So understand that, and understand that I'm just trying to tell you the facts. You can say what you want, but one thing I'm very certain of, along with my political beliefs, are that I'm not shoving beliefs down your throat. I'm not going to force you to believe something that you don't believe in. So if you support Trump, if you really think he cares about you, then I'm telling you right now, so that you don't have any reason to think I'm swaying your opinion, vote for Trump. But in the end, I won't. I can't, but if I was ever old enough to vote, which I will be in the next election, I'm not voting for him or anyone like him. So let's just get that clear. I'm not a Trump supporter. Never will be. And it kind of puts our country to shame that this is how far we've gotten, that even that he's been elected once. So if this happens a second time, that's kind of pathetic and kind of just more of a reason for other countries to laugh at ours. So with that being said, I hope that this is I hope you have a great night, a great day, or whatever time you're watching this on. And know that no matter what happens, the radical left, supposedly the radical left, we're here to make America smarter again.